I've been rocking the VERTX Long Walks waist pack, and I also got this sent to me by VERTX, and this is the VERTX S.O.C.P or S.O.C.P. This isn't newer for VERTX, but it is newer to me. I gotta say that I am nothing but impressed with VERTX waist packs, and now I have this in hand. It's not loaded out, obviously, because I still have the tag here. So this is primarily just like a first look, and then maybe I'll dump some of the things I have in here into this bag. But I just wanted to give you guys a look as to what this is. Now, there's a bunch of videos out there on YouTube already, but for those of you that are maybe newer to my channel or people that have been following my channel, this might be a newer bag to see on here. Let's kick it off with the exterior of the bag. It looks like there's a Velcro here that gives you access to the inner section here. You got this little cardboard, and that's typically where you would put your phone. I'm actually recording with my phone right now, so I can't really show you how that looks like, but you can either have it oriented where the camera's on this side, or you can have the camera over on this side. And now the purpose of that is maybe you want to have this as a chest rig, and if you have the camera showing here, then you can record what's going on while you are on your walk or what have you. If I'm wearing this as a sling bag, it would look pretty much like this. So I would have this down here, and then that way if I want to have that part showing, I'll just tuck that in there, and now I'm recording whatever is in front of me. Pretty cool idea, maybe if you take this out to the range and then you're recording with your phone while you're getting, you know, POV draws. And then you have another Velcro right here, which allows you to look at your phone, maybe do what you got to do. You also have these little suspension straps right here, so that way it doesn't flap all the way down. It kind of stops it right there for you. Let's shut this here, tuck that back in. So that's that little cell phone front pocket. Now let's go into this main compartment here. As always, VERTX has their zipper pulls where you can add the rapid access pull tabs, and it's on the back side as well. I'll make my way to the back, but we just went over the cell phone section. Now let's go over this middle compartment. So this middle compartment doesn't open full clamshell, it just drops down like so. In here you have one Velcro pocket, and then you have another Velcro pocket, and then you have this mesh pouch right here where there's no organization. You can just slide gear into here. Is there a key tether? Usually notorious for that. Oh, sure is. So there is a key tether right here towards the bottom left where you can attach your keys. And then now let's make our way to the back CCW section, and on here it looks like they have this little VERTX organization pouch. Now if I have this in here, I'm probably not going to have my firearm in here as well. I'll probably have that appendix because I don't want so many things inside of the actual CCW area. Primarily I just want my firearm in there, and I want maybe a spot for an extra mag. That's pretty much it. And it looks like they also included their little modular setup here where you can actually attach a appendix holster into here, and so that way if you're not rocking it in the sling, you can rock it IWB. And this is something similar that I have on the VERTX Everyday pack. I also noticed that they have these little red loops on each side. What I did with those on the Everyday fanny pack is that I actually added the rapid access pull tab to this, so that way if I'm wearing this as a fanny pack, I can just sling that open, gives me access to the inside, and that way I can get access to my firearm a lot quicker than trying to find a zipper to bring over to the other side. Or if I typically stage it like I do on this right here where I have it in the middle, I'm not going to have to go two hands and zip down. My rule is I like to be able to open that compartment with one hand and draw with the same hand if I'm wounded. And then in that same section, you have this back flap where you can actually add a body armor. And I think Premier Body Armor sells one where you can put something in here, or you can use that as a little stash pouch. If you have like a slim wallet, you can put that in there as well. And then on the back side, this is where you would typically put the S.O.C.P dagger. Benchmade makes one that's pretty notorious. but any S.O.C.P daggers can pretty much fit back here. Or if you want to put any other EDC gear, such as like a flashlight, a pen, a knife, you can put that back here as well. There's also a little compartment here where you can get access to the things that you slide back here. Here, these are also little pockets. I think maybe some AirPods fit in there pretty well. There's also one on the left side as well. And that is pretty much the bag itself. Now, taking a look at this, I don't know about this whole setup here. I wish this was just more of a one piece. I'm thinking maybe they did that because you can take the straps off, but you actually can't. And so maybe if you want to use these laser cut molly to put onto a backpack without the straps, you can do so, but the straps don't come off. They stay on there. It's pretty much reinforced, triple stitch actually. I wish this was a little bit more closed off. It's kind of funny. It kind of reminds me of like a mask, like a COVID-19 mask, where you put that over your ears. But anyways, VERTX S.O.C.P tactical fanny pack, guys. Let me see if I can just load this out real quick. All right, front pocket, I got my Live the Creed Stash X. In here is pretty much my first aid kit. I have also a tourniquet in there. It's a snake staff tourniquet. And also my Ouchie Boo Boo. Try to put this in this pocket right here. Put that right into that front pocket there. Chapstick. Let me zip that open. I'm going to put that in there. I got AirPods. I'm going to put that in there as well. Let me see. Also got my Rode wireless micro, actually using that to record this video right now. Let's throw this in that stash pocket right there. Also, zip that up. I have my wallet. This right here is by Open Sea Leather. I forgot the exact name of this. I'll make sure I link it in the description of this video. But the wallet, let's open this up and I'll put that in there. And then what else do I have back here? Oh, I have a charging bank. So this is a MagSafe charging bank by Anchor. Also acts as a real quick phone stand. So that's pretty cool. Or if you want to use it as a pop socket perhaps, and maybe hold it, you can do that as well while you're holding your phone and it's charging. That I'm also going to put in here. Now in this main compartment, let's take this out. Okay. Along with my, and so that's pretty much how I have this loaded out with what I carried on my long walk, and now it's all loaded up in here. I'll have my phone typically, which I'm recording with, in the front, and then I open the zipper up here and I have access to all that gear that I put in there. I also zip this up in this mesh pocket, as you can see what I stored in there. What I would probably do, since there isn't a pocket for my extra mag, I'll have a Velcro which I can put in there. But that is pretty much the setup that I have in that back pocket. I don't have any extra gear on this back side, but I would probably try putting a S.O.C.P dagger in there if I needed one. But I usually have a Tatle Knives MPU belt clip that I put on here. It has my multi-tool, as a pen, as a flashlight. So that's why I don't really try to take too much with me when I'm out on my walks. And then in my pockets, I'll typically have, like, this right here is a Kaiser drop bear utility, and I'll have quick access to that, and that's why I choose to have it in my pocket versus my bag. And then also on the left side, I also have my palm clip pepper spray, and I also want real quick access to that rather than having to dig through it in my bag. And those are typically what I will have in my pockets, because I like to keep that really light when I'm on my walks. But there you go, guys. That's how I loaded out this VERTX S.O.C.P tactical fanny pack. Fire down in the comments below. Is this a smash or is this a pass? Let me know what you guys think. I really would love to know. My name is Mikey Messina, Mikey Daily Carry. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.